lovelies, welcome back to my channel, Jessica Jones Tutorials. If you're new to my channel, stop, take a second, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Now we can move on, okay? Cool, now we have that out of the way. Today's tutorial is a full face using a ton of new products that I got from BeautyCon, things that I bought, things like the chocolate gold palette, things like the Venus XL palette, tons of lipsticks, new products, lots of cool stuff. So if you wanna see some of the things I bought at BeautyCon, some of the new products I'm trying, and most of all, if you wanna know how to get this look, then keep on watching. The first item was just a free sample that I got from Hourglass, and this is their Veil Mineral Primer. And I've heard very mixed reviews on this, but it says to apply with fingertips or a brush on cleansed or moisturized skin. And my face is cleansed and already moisturized, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. But primer for me, like I normally don't like a moisturizing primer. I prefer like something that's really gonna fill in my pores because your girl's got pores out the who's what. It does feel smoothing. Let's see if it does anything for me. I feel like that's a lot. I feel like I'm putting on sunblock. Maybe I'll just take it down my neck. Maybe that'll help. My skin feels really buttery and smooth now, and I think that primer actually is the kind that I like. I need one that fills in my pores and makes my skin super smooth for when I put on foundation, and like it's even making my hands feel smooth and like good. So hey, that's good. At BeautyCon, I didn't get any foundations. There was a lot of hype around the new Becca foundation, but it was so crowded. The line was like 2 hours long, so I didn't get it yet. I will try that in the future, but I'm just gonna go in with my favorite foundation, the Forever Undercover 24 Full Coverage Dior Foundation in shade 020. I'm gonna use this new Jessica Simpson brush. I'm gonna try to use a few of them today and try them out. I've got this one, which is typically what I would use for a foundation. I've got this, which I might also use for foundation. This, which I would probably use for powder. And then this brush is a shadow blending brush. It's like a detailed shadow brush, so I'm gonna probably try that. And I'm gonna start off with this for my foundation. Sort of. Oh, yep. It's quite dark compared to what I normally would put on, but we will make it work. We will blend this to perfection. This brush is working really, really well. Good job, Jessica Simpson. Okay. Yeah, I feel like she's dabbled in like everything. I was like, is she still around? But like, she's around. These are good. So I'm just gonna drag this down my neck pretty far to try to make this look as even as possible. But I feel like it blended in actually really nicely. The good thing about this foundation is it does not oxidize, so you're getting a true match when you put it on. At BeautyCon, I got to try out my shade of the new Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and I have not used it at all, not once. I've been waiting. This is in shade Light Beige, which I was very tan at the time, but this still should work for me. I like to be either very, very bright when I'm tan or like natural when I'm not. So yeah, that shade is probably not, nope, it's like darker than my foundation lips, but I'm gonna try it anyway. We can lighten it up with powder. I'm gonna use this Jessica Simpson brush, it's the flat one, and go ahead and tap this into my skin. I've never used a brush like this for my concealer, but wow, this actually works really, really well to do that. That's cool. And I'm gonna pat it onto my eye to prime the lid. But that coverage is really good. Yeah, I'm feeling like this is not quite as thick as Shape Tape, but it's still getting the same amount of coverage, which is like, okay, you did that, Too Faced. So this I've actually been using since the last time I filmed my unboxing hauler video. So this is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder, Dermablend Professional. So it's actually working really, really, really nicely on me. It's very, I mean, it looks almost blue, right? But it's so powdery, and I love that it comes out nice and even, and I can just put it in here. I'm gonna use a beauty blender and just tap this right here where my concealer was. I don't really get a dry under eye, but it's not oily either, it's just basic. But right here around my nose is where I get the most oily and where it likes to pick up and separate the most. So I try to concentrate that stuff right here. Same thing with my chin. Chin's like, I'm oily and I love it. And I'm like, I don't, so stop. And of course the forehead. Lots of good oil coming out of there. I'm gonna just let that sit and chill. I'm gonna contour real quick with the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour stick. This isn't something I got at the show. I got the Nirvana palette though and a few other things, and I have a video on that linked below if you want to see that. It was really fun. I'm going to just use the foundation brush and blend this upwards. I am gonna go over that just a little bit. This is my third one of these palettes, the contour kit. This is the light to medium, and I'm gonna go in with this middle shade here. This contour brush by Jessica Simpson. This may be too dense for what I'm trying to do, but let's just see. No, I think that works. I'm gonna dip this sponge into the powder again so I can get a sharp line on my contour. It's like my favorite thing to do ever. Get a nice sharp contour line. I got two eyeshadow palettes. The chocolate gold palette by Too Faced and the Venus XL by LimeCrime. This is a brand that I have more recently like just fallen in love for. I've used a few of their liquid lipsticks recently. They came out with a few summer shadows. They had a few mini palettes, and I was at, you know, BeautyCon, and I was like, which one should I get? Which one should I get? And I was like, go big or go home. I just absolutely, like, look at that color. I mean, just beautiful browns with purple undertones, pink undertones, pink and purple colors, a sparkly, like, oh, I just love these shades. And I feel like I can make a million looks with this. Especially, like, this transitioned really well from summer to fall, I think, because I can use a lot of these for summer. But then, I just feel like it's a very universal palette as far as, like, season-wise. Then we have the chocolate gold palette, and I've been wanting to buy this, but I just buy so many palettes. Let's talk about that for a second. I don't know if you guys agree with me, but these beauty brands come out with, like, 56 new products every freaking season. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. It makes you like not even want to buy it anymore because it's like I'm only gonna get maybe one or two of those things. I like gathering a collection together, and I like, you know, everyone's still being excited about the product for months afterwards. I don't want to have the product for a few months and all of a sudden it's like pretty old news. Like, I want it to be exciting for a while, right? Like, I don't know. That's just how I feel. I feel like a lot of people are talking about that right now and agree with me. Wow, it really does smell like chocolate. Like the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced smells kind of chocolatey, but this legit smells like chocolate. 3 matte shades here, and the rest are all shimmery sparkle shades, which I think will work like perfectly with what I'm trying to do with this Venus XL palette. So we're gonna play around with some of these colors and do an eye look real quick. I'm gonna start off and be really basic and get just a transition shade on my lid just to pack down any of the remaining powder that I have on my lid. It's the So Bougie shade by Too Faced. I'm just gonna put that all over my lid. Mainly in my crease, I mean, let's be real, but. And it's like at this stage where like your man comes in and is like, are you ready? And it's like, do I look like I'm ready? No, I don't. All right, just for another transition, I'm gonna go in with Scallop and put that all over the lid. Okay, that's pigment. I feel like that's such a pretty color. I'm gonna go into this Passion shade, and I'm gonna mainly focus this on my crease area. I'm just blending till my arm gives out, basically. I'm now gonna go in with this very detailed Jessica Simpson eyeshadow brush, and I'm gonna go in with this shade Triumph, and I'm gonna use this in the outer V just to deepen up the look and add some dimension. You can see I'm just putting it right in the actual crease of my eye. I'm not taking it all the way to the middle of the eye. Sorry, not all the way to the, here. Just to the center, and then focusing it back out in little circular motions. Now to deepen it up even further, I'm gonna use the shade Botticelli with that same brush. And instead of focusing it on the crease, I'm going to put this right in the outer V. Kind of making a little L shape here. And then buffing that out. Now I'm going to cut the crease. Using this new little technique I found. And then I just pat it right here so it's not just a dead stop. Should I put gold on? I'm really thinking of doing this gold color, and I think I'm gonna do it. Screw it, it's happening. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna use something I got in my hauler bag. This is the Milani Make It Last setting spray. I actually really like this setting spray. It's a very fine mist, if you see that. The chocolate gold shade. Dipping back into that Triumph and then mixing in Botticelli and Triumph together, I'm going to just simply blend this out so it looks seamless on the outer corner of the eye. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and wipe away this powder, clean up my under eye. I'm going to do my brows, and I will come right back to do the bottom lid. My brows are done, and I've cleaned up just a little bit of the edges of my eyeshadows, you can see. Now it is time to do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with this flat brush. I'm gonna use this to stamp right next to my lower lash line. I'm gonna go in with Triumph on this small Jessica Simpson brush. And then lastly, Passion. I'm gonna use Fresca in my inner corner. I think I'm gonna go over that with a little bit of this Rich Girl shade from this palette. A little lighter, yep, that lightens it up. Use this Rich Girl shade. While I was at BeautyCon, I did get this Joa Eye Candy Auto Eyeliner inspired by K Beauty. So I will go ahead and open this up. Okay, I'm used to the Marc Jacobs, but this is actually really dark. So as long as it stays on, then I'm a fan. I'm gonna go with my normal liquid liner that I love to use. This is by Kat Von D. I'm gonna do a winged liner with this. So while I was at BeautyCon, Hourglass was giving out their new Caution Extreme Lash Mascara. So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes and try this out with you guys. I want a mascara that helps it with volume and then also that kind of helps it to curl. Right, so it's so cute because it opens up. It's just a triangle, just like their foundations and their concealers. Okay, I feel like that looks really pretty. That's a really good mascara, I think. All right, well, if it holds that curl that I did throughout the day, then we'll really know, but we're not gonna know because I'm gonna put on false lashes real quick. I have some by Ardell that I'm gonna use. All right, lashes are done, and now we need to do lips and highlighter, and we can move on with our light. I'm gonna use, this is the Kissable Liquid Lipstick by Kokie Cosmetics. This is their Kissable Liquid Lipstick, and I got this from them at BeautyCon, and I feel like this is gonna be a good nude shade to go with our look today. Lastly, we're going to do a little highlight. You've already seen this. I used this in my Nirvana palette tutorial, but it's upside down. This is the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna go with this gold shade. I'm gonna go for it because I've got gold on my lid and I think that this will pack a punch. Yes, it will. Oh my God. Ah, it's so stunning. Above my lip, right there, right there. Boom. Last thing, the Milani Make It Last setting spray. Okay, you guys, this is the final look. What do you think? I love it, I'm not gonna lie, but of course I did it, So guys, don't forget to subscribe, please. I would love it if you did that for me. Go ahead and hit that like button. That lets me know that you like videos like this. You want me to continue to make more. All right, guys, that's all I have for you. I hope you have an amazing week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.